Hello children, welcome to the English class. Today let us learn the new lesson. All of you open your textbook page number 88. So unit 8, the gifts of nature. Before going through the lesson children, let us look on a pre-reading task, that is about listening and speaking activity. Listen to your teacher's questions and answer them. Children, you have to write answers for these questions in your homework notebook. Man cannot live without the gifts nature has given him. Name the 3 gifts nature has given us. Why does water get polluted? Why does air get polluted? Why is soil losing its fertility? Why does man destroy forests? What happens if man becomes too greedy and selfish? Now let us go through the lesson, children. We all know that God has given us the most beautiful gift, the gift of nature. We have the long range of mountains, the wide oceans, the sparkling streams, the dense forest, the animals, birds, and insects. We have colorful flowers, fruits, the earth we live on, and even the air we breathe. These gifts of nature are ours to admire, use, and preserve. It is our moral duty to look after the things God has given us. We must learn to take care of the gifts of nature so that these are not destroyed or harmed. We must not use the gifts of nature for our selfish ends, but instead work to preserve them. So, in the first paragraph, it is given that God has given the most beautiful gift, that is the gift of nature. So, which are the gifts of nature? Long range of mountains, wide oceans, sparkling streams, dense forest, animals, birds, insects, colorful flowers, fruits, and the earth on which we live, and also the air what we breathe. These all are what? Gifts of nature. We have to admire these gifts of nature. We have to use it in a proper way, and we have to preserve them. We have to protect them. It is our moral duty to look after, to take care of these gifts of nature. We must learn to take care of these gifts of nature so that they are not destroyed or harmed. We must not use these gifts of nature for our selfish needs, but instead we have to work to preserve them. Means we have to work hard to protect them. So we'll go for next paragraph. 100 years ago, there were many more animals than there are today. But over the years, hunters have killed them for sport or food in large numbers. It is feared that some species may soon become extinct. Today, these varieties of animals like tigers, lions, and some rare species are on the verge of extinction. If we do not take care of these rare animals, there will be soon be none left except in pictures. We must not kill animals and birds for sport. We should also preserve the forest so that the wild animals can thrive and multiply. So, in this paragraph, children, it is given that hundreds of years ago there were many varieties of what? Animals. But today, hunters for sport, for entertainment, or for food, they have hunted large number of animals. Okay, many animals they have hunted. And also it is feared that many species, many varieties of animals may soon become extinct means they may soon do not exist, they may soon vanish. Today these varieties of animals, like nowadays animals like tigers, lions, and some rare species are also on the verge of extinction, are also in danger. Okay, they are in danger of becoming less in number. So we have to take care of these rare animals, otherwise soon none of these tigers or lions and some rare species will be left, so we can only see them in the pictures. So we should not kill animals or birds for sport. We have to we have to protect the birds and animals. We should also preserve the forest. Okay, we should also preserve the forest. As you all know that forests are the home for what? Wild animals. So we have to preserve the forest. We must not cut down the trees in the forest. So because wild animals live in the forest, they grow and they multiply and they become more in number. Because of that we must also preserve the forest. We must not hunt animals, and also we have to preserve the forest so that wild animals can stay safely in the forest, in their home. So now we'll go for next paragraph. To most of us, the ocean is an endless expanse of water where there are countless fishes. But today we are making the ocean dirty by throwing tons and tons of refuse into the rivers and oceans. This is known as water pollution. Huge ships sometimes sink in bad weather and oil spreads over the surface of the ocean, thus preventing fishes and water creatures from breathing. We have to be careful if we wish to preserve the waters for fishes and sea creatures. So children, the large area for water is ocean, and in oceans there are countless of fishes. There are many number of fishes, and there are also variety species of water animals in the oceans. But today we are throwing tons and tons of refuse, of waste into rivers and oceans. So industrial waste, and when we go for picnic also we will make the river water and ocean water dirty by throwing waste and all. So this it is known as water pollutions. By polluting the water, what happens? The animals which lives in water, they feel difficulty to live. So sometimes what happens, many ships and all they go for fishing, and huge ships means big ships, due to bad weather conditions, what happens, they sink in oceans, and the oil which is used in this ships, they what spread over the water. And what happens, due to this oil, the sea creatures and the fishes, they feel difficult to breathe because of this oil and all. So we have to be careful, and we have to wish to preserve the water. We have to wish to save the water for the fishes and other sea creatures, children. So we must not pollute the water and we must save the water for fishes and sea creatures. Now let us go for next paragraph. If you ever go for a picnic on the banks of a river, be careful not to throw your waste paper and tins and bottles into the river. Avoid washing dirty dishes in the river. Help to keep the river water clean and usable. So many a times you will go for picnic on the banks of a river. So at that time you have to be careful that you should not throw waste papers, tins and bottles into the river. So you have to also avoid washing dirty dishes, dirty vessels in the river. You have to keep the river water clean so that it can be usable. Okay, so that you can use that water. So you should not make river water also dirty. Next we'll go for the fifth paragraph. Trees are said to be green gold. They are so valuable to us that we cannot live without them. It is our necessary to cut down trees in order to build our houses and for furniture. But we should also plant more and more trees to maintain ecological balance. This is seldom done. We should help by planting saplings in the parks and along roadsides. We should see to it that cattle do not destroy the young plants. Children, trees, it is said as green gold. Gold, how is it valuable? In the same way, trees are also very valuable. So, trees are so valuable that we cannot live without trees, because trees give us oxygen to breathe and they take carbon dioxide what we breathe out. So without oxygen animals cannot live. So because of that, trees are said to be most valuable, most precious thing, most precious gift of nature. So we should not cut down trees in order to build our houses and for furnitures. Okay, so we should not cut down many number of trees in order to build houses and furniture, but we should also plant more and more trees to maintain ecological balance. To build houses and to make furniture, these trees are very necessary. Though it is a necessity for us to cut down the trees, in the same way we should also plant more and more trees. When we plant more and more trees, there will be ecological balance, there will be balance in the nature. As you all know, trees are the main sources of food for us. Plants and trees, they give food for us. So many animals and all, they are dependent on they are dependent on trees for their food. So trees help us to maintain ecological balance. This is seldom done. We should help by planting saplings in the park and along roadside. Though we cut trees and plants to build houses and furniture, we should also plant the saplings along in the parks and also along the road side. And also we should take care that so that cattle do not destroy the young plants, children. I hope you have understood till here. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.